Pleasure to meet y'all at last. And welcome back to Why Is That, first of all. And second of all, we got ourselves actually a pretty darn good question. This might take me some more time to answer in contrast to some of the other questions, despite the fact that I have actually lessened the amount of time that my Why Is That episodes would last, from 13 to 20 minutes to 7 to 9 minutes. Because I've just spent way too much time not really talking much about the subjects of each of these questions that I have answered. And so, with that being said, with my time span of each of my Why Is That episodes from this point forward being shorter than they used to be, this will give me more time to just focus on talking on the questions, and rather than to just sit still without really saying much while the camera was recording. And so we got ourselves a nice question on my Twitter account, and it's not about anything related to the issues that my account has gone through. This is more likely about the enormous collection of photos and videos that I have on my first Twitter account, Kaiju Force Neo, and not my backup account, KFN 2.0, which, by the way, is about to surpass 1,400 followers, which, honestly, I can't really say much. 1,400 followers I'm already getting in as little as 2 months that account has been around for. I pretty much owe it all to the Game Tweet community for just getting this account, as well as my other account, in play in terms of making that account really grow in popularity. I really owe it to these guys out there. So, this question was, of course, sent by a Twitter user who asked me, why is that, in terms of your Twitter's photos and videos, you tend to make such large collections based on the type of trips that you've gone through? Now, there have been actually plenty of trips that I have gone through, which I took plenty of pictures and videos of, especially with my 2017 Florida trip, my 2017 Colorado trip, and many of my other trips that I've gone through, especially with some of the other trips that I have gone through this year as well. Although I probably wouldn't say for this year in terms of me going to places like Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, Georgia, and Tennessee, because those were all the places in the United States that I have gone to this year. And I'm more than likely going to expand my horizons next year and start going outside of the US even. That is what I would plan to do, but I guess I would have to hold back on that thought for right now. So anyways, my huge photos and videos collection was, of course, filled with a lot of pictures and videos that I have taken from most of the trips I've gone to throughout these last 5 years. And the reasons behind that is, one, I tend to be a really good photographer and a really good videographer. Two is that I have usually taken photos and videos of mostly stuff that's interesting, so I would get more likes and retweets, and possibly even comments and shares on them. And reason number three is, I like to do this for fun. I like to really expand my horizons on my account and make a ton of content, just so people out there can notice how well of a job I tend to do with my photography and videography skills. These videography skills I also put forth into really getting my YouTube channel to shine throughout my whole life. And nowadays, I probably wouldn't say much about my Twitter account having more photos and videos in it, because even though there is actually less than 3,000 photos and videos that I got on my account in today's standards, by today's standards, I wouldn't say the same for this year being a pretty big year as of creating photos and videos for this account along with my backup account. My backup account already has a few photos on it, but I only just started it 2 months ago, and I still need to have some time to figure out exactly what else can I do with it besides just put videos and photos on it, and along with the fact that I am nearing 1,400 followers on my backup account, which is at KFN 2.0, I'm more than likely just going to have myself a really good share of what's to come, really. with both of my accounts, I don't know how much else I could work for based on photography and videography, because let's say if I get in up to 17 photos and videos each day for either of my accounts being 34 in total, then I don't know, there's just really not much else that I could really do. And besides, with all of the places I've gone to, all the places I've explored so far, there's just so much thought that I have not been able to put on my current work, based on my YouTube channel, based on my life in total, really. Working to make a living, making some money off of doing various jobs and tasks. And there's also the point in time which later on I am going to be going off to college. And so photos and videos just to put on my Twitter account might not exactly play a very, very important role on my life skills, but I wouldn't say that that would mean that my photography and videography skills are going to go to an all-time low. This would still mean that both of these skills that I still have right about now, they're not going to be gone anytime soon. I am still doing pretty well with cameras of any sorts. Photography, videography doesn't really matter. But once again, it's life that is ultimately pushing me over the edge more often than not, in contrast to all of the photos and videos I put up on my Twitter account and with everything else I've done for my YouTube channel. So from here on out, I'd more than likely just try my best to keep my Twitter account in check based on how many photos and videos I used to put on there. Whereas with today's standards, I have not done a lot of that. And what I would want to do one day would be, of course, I'd want to get more photos and videos up there, but I just don't see that opportunity happening anytime soon. And so you pretty much have it. I've got lots of photos and videos on my Twitter right now, already in the last 12 years that it has been around. My backup account has only been around for 2 months in contrast to my other accounts. I mean, that's a 12-year, 1-month difference in terms of age between either account. And if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.